Welcome back to another episode of Psych with SOKZ. If you are new here, thank you for joining me. My name's Nancy and this is my mental health YouTube channel. If you're an avid watcher, thank you for coming back and watching this video. And if you're just passing by, make sure you press that subscribe button to see more of these videos every week. So this week, relationship red flags. And I know you guys are excited for this video and so am I. Why? Because we all need to know what to look for in relationships. Now, a lot of my friends have called me the relationship guru. Actually, I call myself that, but let's just go with that. People that know me know that I dish out some tough love when it comes to relationships, but I'm always looking out for my friends' best interests. And yes, it can be harsh at times, but the people on the outside of your relationship often have a little bit more insight, I guess, on what's happening and how you're being treated. So let's get straight into it. Relationship red flags. And if you don't know, the word sus means suspicious, and I'm gonna probably use that a lot in this video, so keep an eye out on that one. Now, being in a relationship is already tough enough. We know that relationships are a two-way street, not a highway and a bike lane. So we really need to put in the effort, the time, the love, the care, and all of those lovely ingredients that go with making a healthy relationship. But the things that we don't see, or the things that we aren't sure of, and the things that are causing us to have those red alarms or those red flags, those are the things that I'm going to talk to you about today. Number one, I know that this generation is crazy about online dating, whether it's on apps or on websites. So we're basically dating people on their appearance and what they choose to upload onto these apps or websites. Now, these are massive red flags when it comes to not knowing the person face to face or not knowing them through friends, etc., and them being complete and utter strangers. That's a whole nother video I can talk to you about online dating. But when you are dating online through apps or websites, making sure that you know what you're getting yourself into, keep yourself safe, and be really streetwise about it. Okay, so we've all been in a relationship or come out of a relationship or going into a relationship, and we want to know what to look out for when these red flags appear. And I think the main one is when you meet someone and they are utterly, completely in love with you in the first 24 hours. Now, I know infatuation is great and being complimented and someone swooning over you, that's all lovely. But when someone puts you on a pedestal so high that you can't even meet those expectations, that they say you're perfect and you're the best thing that's ever happened to them in their whole life, and there's no one else like you, and you're just the epitome of everything, and whoa, that's a little creepy, don't you think? That's a red flag for me. It's lovely to be complimented, like I said, but when someone excessively compliments you and makes you feel like you are 10 out of 10 when they've known you for 30 minutes, that's a little bit concerning. That's one red flag for me. Another, communication issues. If someone doesn't know how to communicate and can only yell and scream and not listen to what you have to say or disregard your emotions and your feelings, red flag. They don't know how to interpret someone else's feelings and they can't be empathetic about the situation that you are in or the things that you're feeling. So they lack that understanding of putting themselves in your shoes. Red flag. Someone that is conditional about their feelings for you. So if you do and say what they want you to do and say, they will love you and adore you and buy you nice things and say nice things to you and all of that stuff. The moment that you don't do what they say or want you to do, that's when they turn nasty. They swear at you, they throw things, they call you names, they make you feel this big. That's a red flag. Someone that is overly protective, controlling behavior. Now, it's nice to protect your partner. Of course, you love and care for them and want the best. But when it turns into controlling behavior and you feel uncomfortable about the situation, that's when it's a red flag. If they tell you where to go, what to do, who to talk to, when to talk to them, what to wear, what social media you should have, what you should post, when you should talk to your friends or family, what you should do for work, or any of the above, that's a red flag. If your partner wants constant reassurance in the relationship, and what I mean by this is they need to feel needed all the time, that's a red flag. They have a dark or secretive past that they haven't explained to you or they haven't let you know about, and they keep it secret on purpose, that's a red flag. If they don't trust you with what you do, where you go, what you say, and if they think you're cheating on them or doing the wrong thing, that's a red flag. And often that's a representation of what they may be doing behind your back. Now, I'm not saying that these things are 100%, but they are alerts for you to look further into that situation. Gaslighting. That's when your partner makes you question your own sanity. When you feel certain things about a situation and they make you feel like you're going insane, but really it's warranted feelings. That's a red flag. When they guilt trip you about how you're feeling, if you're upset about something that they don't think you should be upset about, or you're angry about something and they dismiss your feelings, that's a red flag. When they describe all of their exes as crazy, that's a red flag. When they want to rush into a new relationship really fast and make things very official in the first week, for example, that's when you should put alarm bells up. Why are they rushing into something they don't even know about? That's a red flag. If they cheated on their ex-partner with you, that's a red flag. Ever heard of the saying, if they cheat with you, they'll cheat on you? They're not wrong. If their attitude changes sporadically, if they're having a fight with you and making you feel really shitty about yourself and making you feel like you're in the wrong, and then when you've admitted that you've done something wrong, they spontaneously become all lovey-dovey and tell you they love you and they're sorry and you're perfect, that's a red flag. They argue with you. They put you down in an argument. They make you feel small, inferior, insignificant. They call you names, they throw things, they're aggressive. That's a red flag. If significant members of your family or friends don't like this person, I want to tell you that this is a red flag. People that love and care for you have a crazy sense of needing to know that you're protected or safe, and that they see the things that you may not see because you're in a certain situation, and they don't have that insider's perspective like you would have, but they see it from an outside perspective, and they can see that you're being affected by this relationship, or that this person isn't necessarily as good as you may think they are. That's a red flag. Someone that makes you feel like nothing you do is good enough, that makes you feel like there's always better out there, that's a red flag. Someone that is unapologetic, that cannot bring themselves to say sorry to you for the things that they've done and make you feel like it's your fault, that's a red flag. And of course, one that's very, very obvious, but is really hard to understand in relationships. If someone is abusive, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, those are red flags. And I know you're going to think, well, obviously, but when you're in a relationship that's toxic, you don't see the things that are happening to you on a daily basis. And when you do have an argument or a fight, or something's thrown at you, or you've been pushed or shoved, and then it's finished off with, I love you, I'm sorry, this won't happen again, those are red flags. Now, I can go into detail about all of these things, but what I want you to know is that these things are like a checklist for you. Are you in a relationship that these things sound similar? Because I need you to reassess what situation you've put yourself in. Now, I'm not saying that these things apply to every relationship, but this is simply a guide for you to see what red flags look like. Now, if you have a hunch or an inkling that these are some things that you're seeing in your relationship, please speak to someone about it, your friends, your family, or a healthcare professional. But if it's really causing you strife, distress, or affecting your mental or emotional health, then please speak to someone. What I want you to think, what would SOKZ say? If you see yourself in a situation and you don't feel right about it, think, what would SOKZ say? Because probably I'm going to tell you to get out. If you find yourself in a situation where you don't feel comfortable, I want you to remember, what would SOKZ say? I hope this video has helped some of you guys. If you feel comfortable, please leave some of your situations below so that you can share it with other people. Of course, you're consenting to this information being shared with others. What I want you guys to do is let me know what videos you want to see in the comments below, or DM me on Instagram. I really want to hear what you guys want to see, and I love making these videos for you, and I really, really enjoy all of the engagement that you guys have given me and all of the experiences that you guys have been telling me. So thank you for watching another episode of Psych with SOKZ. I'll see you next week.